We're here at the NMCA Finals in Famoso, Bakersfield to talk to some racers about using the Holley EFI system. Holley offers an HP and Dominator line of full standalones that is one of the most technologically advanced standalones on the market. We're talking about full features like nitrous control, boost control, and even full self-tuning technology. We're going to scour the pits to find racers using the Holley EFI products.
Well, the car is a 1968 Chevrolet Camaro. We try to keep it as stock looking as we can, but with the drag car, you know, sometimes it doesn't quite work out. That Holley EFI is a great box. I mean, I don't think there's enough I can say about it. So we pulled out the box, put it in the car. I'll tell you, in 3 passes. I mean, this is a new motor combo, new cam, new compression, new heads, new everything. In 3 passes, we were already faster than our fastest pass we had ever been with the old box. And people were just like, wow, what did you do? You went from the thing falling off the trans brake, shutting off, to all of a sudden, you know, running 5.0s on 8.5s.
The ability of it and the software, there's things in it with the help menu that you come in, you grab help. I have a question on a, you know, something as simple as, you know, enrichment at idle control, something like that. And I come in, I grab help, it pulls it up, it explains it, it's right there. It's really made it so the average guy can come in and tune a car. You don't have to hire a professional tuner to come out and do this, you know.
When we're talking about data acquisition in the Holley, it's something unlike any other data acquisition you've used out of an EFI box.
The Dominator system allows, I believe there's 70 inputs and outputs from recording to logging to everything else. You don't have to be a professional to tune with it. You can come in and the system's smart enough. You gotta be careful when you say the self-learning because you still have to understand the basic principles of it, but it kind of comes in, corrects it for you, you transfer that, it puts it in the fuel table.
When I get back from the pass, I got quite a bit to do. Eric works on the mechanical stuff to turn around the car. I get into the tech center and start looking at the data to see if there's anything that looked weird in the pass. So when I get back here and start looking at the logs, I want to look generally at my drag race pane and see what's going on with it and make sure there's nothing that looks abnormal. When we're doing one of the first passes of the day, what's really important to me is this second pane down here where we're looking at fuel correction. And the great thing about the Holley is now that I've zoomed in over here, I get an ellipse over here that shows me what part of the map that is that I'm actually looking at, and I can change this any number of ways. But if I'm doing this cell by cell, I can always come back later, I can look at my fuel graph, and I can say, okay, what do we have here? Let's make sure I don't have anything crazy in there. Now you'll see where I put that 1068. It's only gonna pop it in there in that section, so I wanna go back and I wanna smooth out this map so I have a consistent fuel strategy throughout the run.
I was able just to roll the car on the dyno and just leave the learning feature on, and you know, it basically adjusted itself based off of the main fuel table, and once it has a certain amount of correction in the learning table, we can just go and apply it to the base table and automatically correct. And all it just takes is a little bit of driving, you know, 5-10 minutes of driving on the rollers or even on a street car on the street, and it'll learn it. You take that learn table and apply it to the main table, and it'll just basically set the whole car up.
My O2 strategy on my race car stuff, like you said, every car's a little bit different. What it comes down to, what we really like to see in a boosted application, is we're typically running 11.2 to 11.5 on air fuels. Depends on the amount of spark, everything you have. The system comes with the capability of, if you add another sensor to it, you can run 2 O2 sensors. So we can actually see bank to bank, especially with a car where the exhaust is switched and separated out. Now you can see what the right bank does, what the left bank does.
So as you can see, this is a system that can control a nitrous or a turbo engine with some pretty amazing flexibility. The Dominator is so fully featured that it has the flexibility to either get a pro mod down the track or make installing an LS junkyard swap into a classic muscle car that much easier.